This is Cafe English from VenturEnglish. Thanks for coming in. We'll be talking about topics that come up every day. Get your listening practice, new vocabulary, and even some useful idioms for your next conversation with friends or colleagues.
Hi everybody, thanks for joining me on Cafe English. I'm Paul Preston from VenturEnglish, and great to see you this week. Well, as you can see, I'm wearing something a little bit different from usual. Yeah, I got the same hat, but the shirt or the top is a little bit different. This is a Japanese samue is what it's called, and basically it's a work outfit that Japanese have used for generations, hundreds of years, I suppose, when they're doing manual labor types of jobs, maybe working in the fields or creating something, making something, industrial jobs. People don't wear samues too much anymore. You don't see them in factories. You don't see them among store clerks unless it's a sort of traditional ma and pa shop type of store. Sometimes you see people in restaurants wearing them, but basically they're a part of more of a traditional, I suppose, Japanese culture. So certainly no one's showing up in an office with their samue. But I'm wearing it because I'm working at home. As many of you probably are, a lot of the work that I'm doing is right here in front of my personal computer at my house. And this is a little bit of a change from normal life. We're all experiencing it, but why not make the best of it by wearing a comfortable outfit like a samue? Really makes me feel like I'm working too, because it isn't like pajamas, it's like a real work outfit. So that's my explanation for my samue. And I wonder, what do you wear when you're working at home? And how do you separate your home life from your work life? I think this is a big question now that many of us are spending so much more time working at home. One of the things that I do is I try to keep the door closed to my office, and that door is kind of a barrier. It says, my office is in here, this is where I work, and outside of my office, that's where I live. And so if I cross that door, I kind of try to mentally cross into my home life. It's like a little 1 second commute between my work and my home. So that's one way that I try to keep it under control. I also try to take breaks. I think that breaks are important. There's a practice which is called the Pomodoro technique. Pomodoro is not an English word, it's an Italian word, but it means tomato. You may know that already. But the Pomodoro technique is interesting. The idea is that you spend 25 minutes working on your projects, then you break for 5 minutes. I have been using this technique since I've been working at home. And, well, I love it. It's great. I don't use it all the time because sometimes it's a little bit intrusive, but I do use it most of the time. It really helps me remember my time schedule a little better. 25 minutes working hard, focusing, and then break for 5 minutes, step away from the desk, do something else, go back, do it again. It's an interesting technique, and it really has worked for me. Another thing I like to do is I like to take some time for some exercise, actually moving my body a little bit each day has really become important. Well, it's probably always important. It's a healthy thing to do. But it's become more important now because I'm not doing things like walking to the train station or getting out into the environment as much. And so really find that that's helpful too. So that's a few things that I'm doing to sort of make my work at home into a unique and special experience that works for me. I'd love to know some of the things that maybe you're doing. Leave some comments in the comments section. Let me know some of the ideas that you have for dealing with working at home. So thank you so much for joining this week on Cafe English. Let's see. I should tell you about our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. That would be great. We have several shows. We're just starting a new series called Just in Time English. It's like 1-minute segments about specific grammar points. We're going to keep building that. Of course, there's English Coach and Study Tips. And we have a couple of podcasts, Where Did That Come From, which is about the origin of words and phrases, and also 3-Minute English, which is just about using English in professional workplace. Those can be found on the Apple Store or Amazon Music or Stitcher or wherever you get your podcasts. And of course, go to our website, VenturEnglish.com. Become a member so that you'll know what's going on. Take advantage of some of the courses that we have available, or some of the other materials that you can use for studying. And let us know if you have a question or something you'd like me to discuss on some of these shows. Thanks very much for joining, everybody.
Hey, thanks for joining me this week at Cafe English. If you'd like some more English practice, why not check out some of the other programs on the Venture English channel? We feature coaching advice and study tips to improve your English. Don't forget to subscribe and come back often. You can also go to our webpage at VenturEnglish.com. Become a member for free and maybe even try some of our courses. At Venture English, our goal is to help you speak English better.